we're getting close to our topic of phrasing. But first, we still have to do one last exercise. In order to learn to navigate over all these changes, there's a series of exercises that you can practice to help build your reflex skills. And these exercises are like so. Just to go through quickly, I'm going to be using that major song because it has more chords. But if you're really uncomfortable with this, stick to a song that has less chords, like the minor thing. Or you make up your own chord progression. Like you can just make a chord progression that goes A minor, D minor, and just loop it indefinitely or whatever you want. So do take your time with this. It's not something that you're going to master overnight for sure. And it's things I still work on today. So with that major song, what we're going to do, if you're not comfortable with this, this is what I call the perpetual motion exercise. Basically, you play non-stop notes at a certain rhythm. So if we did this as quarter notes, it would sound like this. So the major tune. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, something like that. Obviously, I did pretty fast, but you can slow things down. And if quarter notes are too hard for you, then you do half notes. But see, the point of what I'm doing here is I'm playing my idea over C major. And when I'm about to switch to the next chord, E7, I find the closest note available to me. It can either be a half step away or a whole step away or even a common tone away. So for example, if I were on the note G, and about to hit the E7, I'm just a half step away from. So G, the note G on C, or okay, possibilities are endless. So you want to do that. You want to connect things as smoothly as possible. What you want to avoid doing is, let's say you have C. I want you to avoid playing, C starting on the root, then E, then A, just jumping around. That's bad voice leading. I mean, you can certainly play this way, and sometimes I do play that way, not all the time, but we're really trying to be strict with our voice leading here. We want to master this. And this is how we master playing through changes, navigating through chord progressions. So I'll do this as eighth notes. That's my standard way of doing it. We'll do it medium tempo, not too fast. And I'll do a few different examples. And just to show you how open-ended this way, I'm going to start the same way every single time. And we'll see how it branches out. I also call this the vein exercise, because basically the blood is flowing through your veins. And then after the veins, they branch out. And each veins branch out again. And it's the same thing. The possibilities are endless. So let's give this a try. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Everything here is 100% improvised. I'm not saying it's the best thing I've ever played, but I try my best to navigate through the changes. I think I did fairly well here. And it's about building the instincts to react by ear and also with your knowledge of harmony. I'm going to do the same thing again. We'll see where I go this time. I'm going to start the same. I always started this way. And we'll see what happens next. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ended up somewhere else. I won't transcribe what I did here. Instead, I'll try to compose something better for you in the accompanying sheet music. And I'll do one more example, then we'll talk. I'll start the same way again. We'll see what happens this time. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's some parts where I sort of messed up, so that means there's still room for improvement. And if you have a lot of trouble doing this, then you can take the time to take a piece of paper or just compose a few solutions, your own licks really. And I'm confident that the more you practice this, the more you'll be able to hear where you want notes to go. And the better you'll be able to navigate your way through the changes at any given point. So you see, I might have played scales, I might have played arpeggios, I might have connected, filled in the blanks. Basically, if I'm playing a scale, I can fill in the holes here, chromatic. I take advantage of everything. I'm using my ears to dictate where I want to go at any given moment. So, it involves quite a lot of practice to be able to do that. One thing that is very, very important to note is that when I'm doing this exercise, and I transition from one chord to the other, no matter what note that you're on, you're always a half step, or even, you're always a half step away from the right note if you're playing a wrong note. And if you're playing a right note, you can be a common step, you can play a common tone. So I'll give you a demonstration of common tone. I sort of hinted at this already when I was doing the chord segment, but just to give you an idea. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So you can explore that possibility, and you have to have the reflex to react if you're on a common tone or if you're on a wrong note, then you have to have the reflex to move either up or down accordingly. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to purposely play wrong notes and then resolve them. And I'm going to play them in quarter notes so you can hear them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you hear that? Those wrong notes. I could have also gone down in certain points. So that's what you need to train your ears to do. You need to be able to hear where the next right note would be. You're always a semitone away.